13h, c'est le temps réel sur Canal 2 International. Bonjour à tous, Henri Kedja Tembechou. Good day.
Yeah, good day, Junior Hussein Nulapum. Thanks and welcome to join us on the 1 p.m. bilingual news. I'm Kejang Henry Ateme. We have our headlines. Litany of horror grips the people of Cameroon following the burning of the Manfred District Hospital, southwest region of Cameroon. Separatist fighters are reported to have set ablaze the treatment center after sending patients out.
Un incendie ravage 30 boutiques au marché de Fumban. L'incendie est survenu tôt ce matin dans cette localité du pays. Bilan 30 boutiques calcinées et d'importants dégâts matériels.
And in the west region of the country, government takes stock of how 5 gendarmes were killed in Jitapum, a border village to the known division of the west region of Cameroon.
Éliminatoire de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations 2023 Côte d'Ivoire. Cet après-midi à 14h précis, le Cameroun affronte le Burundi au stade Benjamin Kappa de Dar el Salam en Tanzanie. Il s'agit de la deuxième journée des éliminatoires de cette belle compétition africaine.
And in under an hour for their first qualifier games ahead of the African Cup of Nations 2023, Indomitable Lions takes on Burundi. Those were our top stories. The news is just right ahead.
Merci de regarder Canal 2 International. Nous sommes en direct sur notre page Facebook et en direct sur notre compte YouTube. Vous tapez tout simplement Canal 2 International. Et on débute cette première partie de l'actualité avec vous, Henri Kedjan.
And welcome back. It's litany of horror has gripped the people of Cameroon and particularly those of the Manu Division, southwest region of Cameroon following the burning of the Manfred District Hospital. That is in the southwest region of the country. Separatist fighters are reported to have set ablaze the treatment center after sending patients out. This is not the first time health facilities have suffered arson, and memories are still fresh of what happened in Kumba, still in the southwest region of the country. We will be bringing you developments of what happened in Manfi as they unfold. But for now, we don't have any official statement from the government. And in the west region of the country, the 5 gendarme officers have been ambushed by separatist fighters in Jitapum, that is a border village to the west region, or to the northwest region of Cameroon. The gendarme officers are said to have been surprised by a faction of the separatist fighters who actually crossed the border town to the northwest region and killed the gendarmes after attacking their surveillance base. 3 others were seriously wounded in the attack. West Regional Governor Awafonkem Augustine and the commander of the 5th Joint Military Region, General Valenka, were jettisoned to Njitapum for a fact-finding mission. And in more news, the Anglophone crisis... We were sorry for that mix-up there. We were about to announce this report by Beatrice Ngamo, our chief correspondent in Yaoundé, on how the incident that happened, that is the 9 people who were killed in Misong village in the Menchum Division, northwest region of Cameroon. In fact, as the June session of Parliament opens its doors, so too are the debates winding up on what happened. But then the MPs are actually putting forth strong arguments that the government is failing. Details with Beatrice Ngamo.
Ngabu, Kumba, Ekondo Titi, and now Misong, with 9 lives down the drain last June the 1st.
As a citizen and parliamentarian, I'm very sad of all this killing by army, by those who are in the bush, and so on.
4 men, 4 women, and an 18-month-old baby girl killed at Misong village, Fungong subdivision, Menchum division of the northwest region of Cameroon.
The attack of womb or Banguren attack, Boptamo attack this last day, make sure that the Anglophone crisis is still going on with the number of victims which increase every time.
Parliamentarians are worried about the people they represent.
All the laws we vote here is for populations. But when these populations are in a war, what is the signification of what we are doing here? The priority should be this situation. But as you can see, we are speaking every day, and they are doing things that...
When you look at some areas, the population either is afraid of denouncing those who are around them because these people live with the population. So finally you get confused and you don't know how to table such a situation at the level of the assembly. But I know in the shortest time possible, when the findings must have been done, this will be debated on.
This, as the killings by the forces of law and order, Defense Ministry's release yesterday says, is for self-protection and precaution due to the hostile villagers' refusal to cooperate.
When we have war, we should continue to discuss with population, to discuss among us, work on it. Yes, we held one great national dialogue. What can we not organize another one to continue to discuss?
The release adds that the unfortunate incident occurred when soldiers of the 53rd Motorized Infantry Battalion, dispatched to the Aba post, returning from a patrol, went in search of one of their colleagues in the middle of the night. The 4 soldiers involved in the patrol are presently under arrest at the Bamenda Gendarmerie Company. Investigation is ongoing.
Well, thanks very much, Beatrice Ngamo reporting there. And we shift from the Noon Division to the Bambutus Division, well, still in the northwest, southwest region of Cameroon, where insecurity is still very much on the rise. Now, the Bambutus Division is another border division to the northwest region of the country. And separatist fighters are known to have had havoc in some of the security posts. Maureen D reports on the rising insecurity in the Bambutus Division.
This is Buddha in the Bambutus Division, West region of Cameroon. The fear of the unknown is omnipresent, provoked by what the population have described as growing insecurity. Robbery cases take place at night and in broad daylight, frustrating a helpless population. The most recent was at Bamisinge, where a group of alleged armed robbers broke into a piggery and almost emptied its contents, if not of the timely intervention of the vigilante committee. What saved us was a vigilante group, with children posted here and there at strategic corners. They quickly blew the alarm for rapid intervention. They were about to steal the pigs. They were also about breaking into shops. When they were neutralized, the criminals had India hymns in their bags. We had the alerts at 4 a.m. and we quickly mobilized our team. They struggled to empty the piggery. Unfortunately, they were quickly neutralized. We laid hands on 5 of the alleged criminals. The alleged criminals, at the time of the arrest, possessed locally made pistols, machetes, and other dangerous weapons which they used to either terrorize their victims or kill them instantly if they tried resisting. Security reports don't give clear facts and statistics on the growing insecurity in Bambutus, but the pains and constant complaints of the population says it all. The president of the Vigilante Committee and the Gendarmerie commander have both called on the population to collaborate more so they arrest criminality in Bambutus Division.
Thanks very much, Maureen D reporting the engineer. You have the second part of the news and you are taking us to the West region, precisely in Jitapom.
5 gendarmes tués dans la région de l'ouest du Cameroun. Des combattants séparatistes ont attaqué le poste de Ditapon, près du Noun, faisant 5 morts. Le poste de contrôle de la gendarmerie de Ditapon, dans l'arrondissement de Kwaptamo, a été ainsi attaqué dans la nuit de mardi à mercredi par les assaillants venus du nord-ouest. De sources concordantes, le commandant du poste a été tué dans l'attaque. Cette attaque intervient au lendemain de l'annonce de la mort de 9 civils, dont 4 femmes, 4 hommes et un bébé de 18 mois à Missong, dans le nord-ouest, suite à une bavure militaire. Informé, le gouverneur de la région de l'Ouest, Awa Fonkan Augustine, s'est rendu sur place. Je vous propose d'écouter cet extrait.
Ils ont attaqué le poste avancé de Jeudi, ici, à Jitapon, dans l'arrondissement de Koptamo, département de Noun. Le bilan fait état de 5 éléments de Jeudi, y compris un lieutenant qui était chef de détachement qui ont trouvé la mort, ainsi que 4 éléments, 3 encore de Jeudi qui sont blessés, et un élément de la gendarmerie territoriale qui était arrivé en renfort, qui a été blessé. Ils ont utilisé les lance-roquettes, les obus, les Kalachnikov, et ils ont attaqué les positions de Jeudi cette nuit. Comme je vous dis, c'était le bilan est lourd. C'est des actes regrettables que nous condamnons avec notre dernière énergie, que les gens, des terroristes, peuvent se venir et se permettre de poser de pareils actes à nos forces de défense qui sont là pour protéger les populations, qui sont là pour assurer la paix dans cette zone et partout dans la région de l'Ouest. Nous condamnons et nous demandons à nos populations de se réveiller et de savoir qu'ils sont là pour travailler avec des forces de défense.
Je vous propose ces quelques réactions des populations après cette attaque.
Il était 0h au 22. J'ai entendu les crépitements des arbres. C'était comme s'ils étaient chez moi, dans ma concession. Je me suis réveillé, j'ai vu les enfants qui dormaient avec moi. Il fallait les dégager du lit pour les coucher par terre. Et j'ai demandé à madame, qu'est-ce que tu as entendu? J'ai un avocat qui est derrière la maison. Je me disais que c'était les avocats qui tombaient de l'arbre. Elle m'a dit non, ce n'est pas l'arbre. Et du coup, j'ai encore entendu d'autres crépitements. Trop de balles. Et après, un grand bruit. Je pense que c'était une bombe. Boum, boum. J'ai dit voilà l'avocat. Il dit non, ce n'est pas l'avocat. Et quand les crépitements des armes ont continué, je me suis dit que bon, ça c'est la fin. Demain ne me retrouvera plus jamais.
Voilà, il s'agit plutôt d'une seule réaction, mais vous aurez l'ensemble de ces réactions dans l'édition du 19h50. Et dans la suite de ce 13h, je vous le disais en titre tout à l'heure, à Fumban, justement, un incendie ravage 30 boutiques. L'incendie est survenu tôt ce matin au marché de Fumban. Tout part d'un court-circuit, selon les dires sur place. Bilan 30 boutiques calcinées et des dégâts matériels importants. Selon notre correspondant sur les lieux, c'est la première fois que l'on enregistre un tel dégât au marché central de Fumban suite à un incendie. Et je vous propose d'écouter...
Dans la nuit du 8 au 9 mercredi, il y a eu un incendie au niveau du marché A de Fumban qui a décimé beaucoup de boutiques dans le marché. Cette semaine, nous avions été victimes de coupures intempestives de courant. Et pour cela, il y a eu des courts-circuits qui ont provoqué cet incendie.
On m'a appelé à 2h le matin. Quand on m'a appelé à 2h le matin, on m'a dit qu'il y avait feu au marché. Je suis venu, j'ai trouvé ma boutique déjà finie. Donc c'était que ça.
Il y avait un court-circuit. Bon, on a cherché comment on doit faire. Il n'y avait pas moyen. On a appelé le secours, le motoman de venir nous aider. Ils ont venu quand même nous aider jusqu'à... c'était un niveau, ça nous a dépassé. Donc, là où vous voyez, nous-mêmes, ça nous a dépassé quand même.
Et la suite avec vous, Henri Kédian.
Yeah, welcome back. Small and medium-sized enterprises in Cameroon affected by the COVID pandemic have been schooled on how to gain access to financing. In fact, the United Nations Development Programme, the UNDP, met with some of these small and medium-sized enterprises in Douala, and the conclave was how to access or help them access finances in banks. Ambo Gladys, the bank report.
Small and medium-sized enterprises in Cameroon were badly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Some witnessed their revenues drastically dropped, while others completely shut down. The United Nations Development Programme has stepped in to reinforce the managerial and financial capacities of these micro and small and medium-sized enterprises, especially those promoting made in Cameroon goods.
Our objective is to reinforce their technical capacities as well as their financial capacities, but also to facilitate their access to markets.
This Financing Matchmaking Day in Douala, June 7, is an opportunity for the enterprises to have information on how to better brand their products, have access to markets, finances, and eligibility conditions.
The MSME should be managed by a Cameroonian, be in the agri-business sector, and also the enterprise should show a big capacity of job creation.
The beneficiaries are hoping to revive and expand their businesses with the grants offered.
We are in need of 25 million to enhance our production. This will help us to pass from the 1 ton product per month, to 5 ton. We'll be able to embed in our company 30 young Cameroonians.
It is a moment for the micro and small and medium-sized enterprises to network and share experiences.
And we have this report from Ghana, where over 80 delegates from different countries are taking part at a workshop that seeks to enhance conservation projects carried out biodiversity in the Gulf of Guinea. Canal International's Regional Leke is part of the delegation of the discussions in Ghana. We're expecting Regina's report as a member of the delegation taking part at the high-level discussions in Ghana, Accra. We'll be coming back to that report soon. Jennifer Hussein, you have the second part of the news.
Le peuple manquant en parfaite communion avec son nouveau chef depuis hier, Foum Assa Akwafor IV, 21e monarque de la dynastie Akwafor, a été officiellement présenté aux yeux du monde par la société secrète. Lille Piedjou et Annie Collins dans le nord-ouest.
Frou Assa Akwafor IV est le tout nouveau chef traditionnel du peuple Mankon, département de la Meusam, région du nord-ouest. Ce 21e monarque de la dynastie Akwafor, âgé de 50 ans, a été officiellement présenté à ses administrés et aux populations par la société secrète mardi au cours d'une cérémonie traditionnelle très courue. Une sortie fortement saluée par le peuple Mankon.
Il est très dynamique, très accepté à travers tout Mankon. Toutes les couches de la société l'ont accepté.
Depuis 1959, le peuple Mankon n'a pas vécu un tel événement, encore moins accueilli des invités de marque venus de tous les coins du Cameroun.
C'est un jour mémorable, c'est un jour adorable et je ne saurais ne pas venir, même mes enfants. Vous voyez, voilà, la tradition est la seule chose qui reste lorsqu'on a tout oublié, la culture.
Avant cette présentation officielle, les habitants se sont pliés à un rituel. Tous les vêtements vintage, arborés en matinée, ont tout simplement été jetés dans un fleuve. Et dans ce même fleuve, hommes et femmes ont pris un bain en signe de purification.
Venez aussi laver les choses qui étaient auparavant, que ce qui était vieux est parti et maintenant on est sur quelque chose qui est de neuf.
Quand tu avances, tu ne touches pas ce qui descend. Si tu touches quelqu'un qui descend avec la saleté, tu dois rentrer la vie encore.
La mobilisation de ce peuple mancone démontre à suffire que la culture brise toutes les barrières. Même les armes des séparatistes n'ont pas crépité ici. Frou Assa Anguafor IV succède ainsi à son père, décédé le 21 mai dernier à l'âge de 97 ans. Le roi est mort, vive le roi.
Et l'Institut des relations internationales du Cameroun se prépare à célébrer son cinquantenaire le 28 juin prochain. Avant, l'institution a tenu mercredi, hier justement, sa traditionnelle session annuelle des comptes. Dans la foulée, le directeur de l'IRIC, Daniel Ruben Dongo, promet des innovations, notamment le lancement d'un nouveau master. Je vous propose de l'écouter au micro de Daniel Anissé-Boudjé et de Michel Foucault.
En 2022-2023, nous allons continuer nos missions fondamentales, c'est-à-dire que diversifier l'offre des enseignements. Vous avez été témoin il y a quelques semaines ici de l'ouverture d'une chaire de l'Organisation mondiale du commerce à l'IRIC. Donc, avant le début de l'année académique, nous nous proposons de lancer un nouveau master en diplomatie économique et commerce international. Donc, nous allons également organiser des grandes conférences internationales. Donc, l'IRIC va continuer à poursuivre ses missions habituelles.
Henri Kéjean.
Yeah, welcome back. We swing over to Ghana, where over 80 delegates from different countries are taking part at a workshop that is seek to address conservation projects carried out in the biodiversity-rich Gulf of Guinea. Canada International Regional Liquor is part of that delegation of the high-level discussion.
Despite supporting impressive levels of biodiversity and ranked among the world's foremost regions for mammalian diversity, the Guinean forest of West Africa biodiversity hotspot is under siege.
Guinean forest of West Africa biodiversity hotspot is one of the 36 hotspots for biodiversity that is recognized worldwide. And these hotspots altogether represent only 2.4% of the world's emerged surface, but they concentrate 40% of all the biodiversity. So, and this biodiversity, which is basically species of plants and animals, nature in general, are really under siege in these biodiversity hotspots. There's a lot of pressure on the resources, on the coastal resources, on the wetland resources, on the forest resources.
A rapidly growing demographic, combined with poverty and lack of education, is fueling illegal activities within the forest. To turn the tide, the Critical Ecosystem Partnership has been funding civil society organizations who have been engaged in conservation work, what has witnessed major milestones.
The Guinean Forest Hotspot is one of the 25 hotspots where the Critical Ecosystem Partnership has been investing in the past 21 years. We have made available as grants $277 million to over 2,500 civil society organizations.
There also have been tremendous work from the organization to actually help the private sector getting involved into biodiversity conservation by improving their own practices to decrease their impact on biodiversity, but also to help fund some activities by providing higher prices when they purchase non-timber forest products. And this money can then go to the communities for them to keep manage the forest.
At the final assessment workshop in Accra, Ghana, grantees, mentees, and funders had the opportunity to assess themselves.
The idea is to assess ourselves, how far have we come and how far are we, can we go together. So networking has been a very, very important pillar, because when you network, you bring strengths together. Some are focusing on species conservation.
A unique opportunity to demonstrate with concerted effort conservation is possible.
Here, they're giving lots of money for conservation work to be done. And these amazing organizations are taking those money and done some amazing conservation work with it, which we'll be hearing more in the coming days. And it's very inspiring from a conservation point of view to know that, things can be done, to feel optimistic, to know that changes can come when people are empowered and given the resources to do so.
It is a belief of the Critical Ecosystem Partnership that there is still much work to be done, reason for a possible comeback after this phase.
We can't, leave, immediately. Hopefully, we'll catalyze additional resources in order to come back, and continue supporting civil society organizations, because there's still a lot of work to be done.
For 3 days, June 6 to 9, 2022, the civil society organizations will also be engaging with journalists for effective engagement and communication.
Henri Kedjan, nous allons donc poursuivre cette fois-ci en sport pour parler de l'éliminatoire de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2023. Eh bien, tout à l'heure, à partir de 14h, le Cameroun affrontera le Burundi au stade Benjamin Kappa de Sahel Salam en Tanzanie. Il s'agit là de la deuxième journée des éliminatoires de cette belle compétition africaine, cette Coupe d'Afrique des Nations 2023. Eh bien, on peut déjà le voir en image, les lions indomptables qui se préparent pour affronter le Burundi. Je vous propose de prendre quelques réactions de nos lions.
A game of preparation, like to play a big tournament, so it's very important for us to win here tomorrow. And I think, the guys are motivated and we are ready to give everything in the pitch. We have a big tournament coming up, like the World Cup, so these are the games that we have to to keep that motivation, and so we have to win obligatory so that we keep going, and like you said, it's a game of it's a pool of 3, which a victory here is going to give us a big step in the league.
Si on regarde l'historique des deux pays, des deux nations, on peut le dire, mais aujourd'hui le football a beaucoup progressé. C'est un adversaire que nous prenons au sérieux. J'ai des coéquipiers qui jouent. Alors pour nous, après cette qualification, comme vous l'avez dit, c'est une rentrée de classe. On a eu le temps de savourer notre qualification. Et comme je l'avais déjà dit, nous nous sommes penchés dès la qualification sur les prochaines échéances. Elles sont là aujourd'hui. À nous de montrer le sérieux que nous avons toujours eu en tant que Lions indomptables et Cameroun. Pour moi particulièrement, c'est toujours un plaisir de venir représenter mon pays. Alors, avec les coéquipiers, nous nous sommes bien préparés pour cette rencontre. Nous sommes prêts à donner le maximum pour pouvoir amener un résultat positif.
Nous, on sait que c'est un match très, très difficile, c'est un pool difficile. Vrai que nous sommes favoris sur le papier, donc on va respecter les adversaires et on va essayer de les gagner et rester favoris. Nous, on est les nouveaux qui arrivent pour se bien intégrer. Et donc, ils arrivent avec beaucoup d'enthousiasme, avec beaucoup d'ambition pour aider le pays. Donc, nous, comme les anciens, on doit les aider pour bien s'intégrer au groupe. Et c'est ce qu'on est en train de faire. Et ils sont contents.
Vous venez là d'écouter Touratu, Koundé, Malong et Tawamba.
And of course, in less than 30 minutes of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon will be taking on Burundi. That will be at the Benjamin Kappa Stadium. What are the stakes for Cameroon in the pronostics, or rather in the forecast? Some of the...
It will be a heated battle between the Swallows of Burundi and the indomitable Lions of Cameroon at the Benjamin Kappa National Stadium in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania at 2 p.m. this Thursday. A match Cameroonians in the city of Yaoundé have described as an easy ride for the Lions.
They will win, obviously.
Against Burundi, there is no match. We have all the big names: Zambo Anguissa, Choupo-Moting, Andre Onana. They are all at top form, and we are going to win. To others, the Cameroon national team is in the right hands, and victory is assured. If Cameroon was functioning as the football domain at the moment, football for footballers, and politics for politicians, all would have been fine. When I look at the engagement of Samuel Eto'o and Rigobert Song, we see that all is in a good footing. The pronostics going in the same direction.
Cameroun 3, Burundi 0.
Le score c'est 2-0.
C'est 3-2-3-1.
And who will find the back of the net for the Lions? Common names on every lip.
Aboube, I know Aboubakar Vincent. If he'll be there, I know they'll make it.
Aboubakar Vincent, un but. Choupo-Moting, un but.
All eyes are therefore on the television this afternoon to leave the encounter with the hope of seeing Cameroon take the top position of Group C at this stage of the 2023 African Nations qualifiers to take place in Ivory Coast.
No, thanks very much, Aisin Chia. We say good luck to the Lions. That brings us to the end of this news. I've been Kejang Henry Atimbe. With Junior Hussein, Nulapom thanking you once more for keeping the faith with us. Good day, Junior.
Good day, Henri Kedian. Merci à tous de nous avoir regardés. Prenons rendez-vous demain quand il sera 13h. Au revoir.